Hello, good morning, you guys. I just wanted to come real quick. And I know that my social media has been compromised in an attempt to silence the truth. You know, I'm not surprised that this type of thing would happen, um, to be honest with you. With the whole prevalence of racism and everything, and when it comes to religion. Um, hmm And so my social media has been compromised. Of course, y'all know that if people were speaking the truth, um, if people had any kind of integrity, flagging my channel wouldn't have been necessary. This channel has been demonetized due to the flagging because there's people that don't want the truth out there. They want people to believe in smear campaigns, you know? So when you have that kind of activity going on, of course, people will have a lower regard for you because you have less people that are able to hear your side. But it's all good, kinda, in a way, uh, because it proves that the adversaries lie. If they weren't lying, it wouldn't be necessary to flag my channel. But then again, they're hating on my career, they're hating on my business. So of course, that's something that's a good thing for them. And it just sucks. It does. It sucks how many people are willing to support a woman being abused. However, I'm not playing victim, you know, at all. And the reason why I'm not playing victim is because I feel like it's you know what? Isn't it a dog eat dog world that we live in, huh? It's a dog eat dog world, I guess. So I wanted to come by and say thank you to my supporters. I appreciate you so much for seeing through to the truth, for understanding social media and how it works, and not necessarily falling for the bull crap. I think I'm back. Okay. Yep, I'm back. Yeah, I appreciate you guys that do see through to the truth and you don't condone the abuse of black women. You don't condone the abuse of witches. You don't condone that. I really appreciate that. I really do. As you guys know, I have been trying to get back home. Um, I have been trying to get things done. It's been all kinds of weather. Like yesterday, the low in today the low in Georgia is like around 17 degrees because Georgia has bipolar weather. Like it'll be like 50 degrees in the daytime and then it'll be 10 degrees at night. So it's weird how the temperature can just drop, you know, at night here. And it's been somewhat difficult because it's kind of difficult when you're trying to get back home and you have someone with an intention of slowing that down for some reason. Um, yeah, you have people that have an intention to slow that down, and then the community supports that. But I'm not saying that the community of YouTube supports it. I'm not accusing YouTube of that. It's simply because there's a lot of people that cannot see my channel, can't see it. And, there are some people that are easily influenced by people in their lives. But then again, there are some people that are extremely manipulative. Um, Extremely manipulative. Liars can be very manipulative. They can be. I mean, I have had problems in a recent, very, very important relationship with a man in my life due to social media. It's been difficult. It's been difficult. You know what I'm saying? You got people out here speaking about, certain things that they don't know what they're talking about. Um, Gossiping, attacking. Okay. I try not to respond to those things by violating the community. It's very difficult. It is. It's very difficult. I honestly I guess I do understand people's obsession with me. I'd be obsessed with me too. But I think that when it turns malignant, but here's my thing about it: when you're dealing with a malignancy, you can't do nothing but protect yourself from it. And nobody can ever deny somebody's right of protection. Thank the goddess, thank the goddess and thank my supporters, my clients that believe in me. I love you guys so much in understanding. It's 2025 and we've got people that are behaving so primitively towards witches to begin with. Um, and then people out here that are actually the most corrupt people, that they're supposedly hiding behind the guise of religion. I've had these strange people come in the chat room spouting Bible verses at me, telling me never suffer a witch to live. I don't see that stuff on other races of witches sites. I don't see that stuff. I guess we're still cherry picking, I guess, when it comes to racism. So the Bible only applies towards black witches. But, then again, there's a lot of black witches on here that condone it, or they're not witches. They just play with witchcraft. At any rate, I wanted to say thank you to those that do support me. Okay. And I wanted to send out a general message because I know that it's been through you guys' either prayers or either your positive energy that you've been sending to me that I've even been able to make it. Because again, it's been so much stuff. I mean, it's been a program. It's been a outright, and I'm talking about like for a long time. And I guess it's never going to stop. I guess it's never going to stop, is it? I guess as long as their God exists, I'm wrong, but it's okay for them to practice witchcraft. It's okay for them to practice witchcraft while staring their nose down at it. It's okay for them to play around with it while judging me, huh? My whole thing about it is that I don't hold on to that judgment. I know how to release that energy. But what I do know is that I am focused on my family. I'm focused on my children. I'm focused on the people that I love. Uh, and I wish people were better people. You know what I mean? I mean, I wish people knew how to be more civilized, though. And people need to realize that just because a person is black and they're a witch does not mean that they are that they should be the focal point of people's abuse. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter though, you know. I am. I'm a fighter and I don't stand for it. And I know for a fact that a lot of the people that are being abusive, they're going to get their karma eventually. I think that possibly was, if they're not getting it in small increments now, I guess maybe the goddess is building up and building up this karma so that it can smack them down. In the meantime, every day should not be a focus. It's not fair. Every day should not be a focus of when this man is going to go live, what he's going to say, if his agents, the group, everybody's focused on when people in this group is going to go live and what they're going to say about me. It's really unfair, and I refuse to let any of it define me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I totally refuse to do that. Okay, I do. I refuse to do that. And it's been kind of difficult building this channel back up, trying to build up a community, trying to build up an audience of people when you have people who are wrong, who are dead wrong, who consistently come to this channel to flag it. I don't think that that is going to work out for those people. I'm just saying, I don't. I think that at the end of the day, you may be able to avoid your karma, but you can't put it off forever. Okay. And there's been a total lack of respect. There's been obsessiveness, people obsessively harassing me, people trying to, I guess they're trying to steal viewers from me. Mm. I mean, it was pretty bad. The smear campaign was pretty bad. The smear campaign that was against me, I feel like I was able to still perform miracles even with the smear campaign. Even with the smear campaign that was completely, could have possibly devastated another person's life with some of the disgusting, untrue lies that was spread about me. I know for a fact that if you came on here and you lied on me, you're going to get karma. I know that for a fact. And it's something that you cannot avoid. I want people to realize how much I've been lied upon, how much I've been lied on. I mean, it almost ruined my relationship with the man that I love, which is why I told him about it to begin with. I had to actually tell somebody about it. And people are there's a liar going around the internet. I wanted to say, in the spirit of Love Friday, that there's a liar on the internet that's trying to pretend as though they know that person and they don't. But, social media will believe anything. They don't know that man. Trying to, that's what they do. They try to talk about everybody as if they know them. That's something that they're expert manipulators, master manipulators. But they fail at being human. They fail at having any human, redeeming human qualities. Okay, but they don't know my significant other. So I want to let people know that they do not know him. They may have heard me say something and took it and ran with it and make up their own assumptions. Getting $20,000 from a surplus fund did not mean that I was going to close down my business. I don't understand what the desperation of me to shut down my business. What is the desperation of that? Why do people even care? You can even tell that these people are targeting my business because when I put up any kind of readings, when I put up any kind of advertisements, when I put up any kind of offerings, they're going live harassing and stalking me. And that is something that shouldn't be respected by anybody. By anybody, especially if it's a hypocrite that's practicing witchcraft themselves and then also reading cards. One of the things that I've noticed on YouTube is religious people reading cards and spouting Bible verses. This is a complete contradiction, and I think it's ridiculous because I've I don't know, but I don't judge all of those people. Because all of those people, I guess they're not attacking me. I guess I don't understand that, but it's kind of like it is what it is, but my supporters, y'all are A1. I love y'all so much. I am getting to the point where I am trying to move forward. I'm not embarrassed by, I mean, it got disgusting. It's still disgusting. You know what? If people in a community decide that they want to use sexual abuse, revenge porn to try to embarrass you to the point where they're trying to run you off of social media, those people don't deserve to get what they want. In fact, somebody dropping revenge porn deserves to go to prison. I think that that's kind of the consciousness of some people that are in social media though. They think as long as it's entertaining to them, they kind of think maybe a person doesn't deserve to go to prison. But the last time I checked, revenge porn is illegal. The last time I checked. But I guess it's okay to drop revenge porn against black women. It's a lot of racism that's going on here. A lot. And those of you that support me, I love you guys. I do. You have no idea how much I love y'all, the ones that do support me. Okay, that truly support me, that, are not trying to kill me. There's a whole group of people that are trying to murder me by trying to force me to be homeless in the middle of the winter. Needless to say, I don't like those people. Okay. Here's what I want to remind people of is that when you are self-employed like that, I don't get any kind of assistance from the government. I don't. get that stuff. So, pretty much when I put up a reading, when I put up a video about the genre of what I am talking about, of course, there's people that, criminals they can be smart. People that are ruthless like that, they can be smart. And so, of course, trying to negate away from the complete genre of what I'm even on here to talk about, of what I'm even interested in, is a tactic that is being used heavily and big time. Again, do I believe that those people are going to get away with that? No, I don't. No, I don't. When there are some people, when they watch it, it makes them lose faith in humanity. Try not to lose faith in humanity, or try not to lose faith in people. There are still good people out here in this world. I think that there's some people that sit back and they watch and they think this is the end of the world, and it's not. It's not the end of the world. It seems like it doesn't. It seems like people are just nutty. Just, it does. I got a little bit of comic relief though this morning on my other channel. I'm not even going to lie to you. I do live in Atlanta, or well, soon to be not. But I have lived in Atlanta for the past almost 10 years, and I can tell you that it's very, there are some people from it. I think that there are, there are good people in Atlanta, but there are also very bad people, very corrupt people that live here, that are in social media, that need to come clean about what they're involved with. And I don't think that it should be condoned. I think that it's been more than obvious. And again, here we go again. Every single time I come on here and I expose the fact that these people did factually lie on me, did factually make up pedophilic rumors about me that were not true. They did. They made it up. All I have to do is speak upon this, the fact that they made it up, and I'm being attacked. Who cares? Who cares about what they say? I'm still going to say what I have to say. I'm still going to speak the truth. There's certain people on here that wanted to be big shots, and they decided they wanted to take away from me, and they decided that they wanted to come on here, and they were very ruthless about it. Those people have a lot of karma coming to them. They do. And witchcraft does not protect you from negative karma. It doesn't. In fact, witchcraft is supposed to be protecting innocent women. That's what witchcraft does. We've got people out here, we've got women out here who have twisted and tangled the whole value of witchcraft, because witchcraft is what? It is something that was created by women. At the end of the day, it was created by the woman. And it's people out here that are trying to use witchcraft as some kind of war tactic. I mean, it's okay for you to use witchcraft if you know what you're doing as a war tactic. It's okay for you to do that. Many women have done it to each other throughout the years. Do I think that somebody that is lying on somebody, somebody that has set people up, somebody has done things like that, do I think that they have good karma? No, I don't. Do I think that people should be accepting of them? No, I don't. I think that a person that has the ability to lie for 10 years straight should not be accepted. I do. Okay. And it's been a lot of trauma. It's been an entire trip. In fact, the person, y'all, the person that was the center of the lies was murdered. The person whose name and image was used, this person was used for this agenda. I'm guessing primarily out of fear because these people did attack this person. These people did call up to this person's job, uh, and harass them. They did. And this person was murdered last year by a male acquaintance. Wasn't murdered by anybody on here, but they were murdered by somebody that, was in their personal life. And I think that's just so sad. I do. And I think that it's sad for people to try to continue on that agenda. I am a very, how do I call this? I'm a very blunt and honest person. I do believe that if you use a person's image and their name to do a lie against somebody and a smear campaign against somebody, would I be surprised that that person turn up deceased? No, I wasn't surprised. Nobody should allow their name and their image to be used for a lie. They should speak up and say, hey, this is a lie. I truly believe that. I'm serious. I think that it does come with a lot of negativity for someone to allow themselves to be used in that type of way. I'm not saying that they deserved it. No, I'm not. That's a totally different thing. And so it's been difficult. And these people won't let it go. It's almost like they're trying to hold on to my image, and if they can't sully it, they can't live with their lives. And then they think, oh, if I come on here and I roast this person, that's gonna somehow mess with their image, and I don't agree with that. I think that you make yourself look bad as an adult. I think that you just make yourself look like an indecent person, and this is something that I'm gonna focus on not doing anymore. So I don't have to do things like that. You know what I'm saying? The sad part about it is that what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build back up my viewership on YouTube that has nothing to do with that mess. In the meanwhile, the people that are using these horribly misguided folks to carry out these lines, this agenda, they get to come on here and say whatever they want to say, while I'm over here dealing with their crap. I'm pretty much dealing with and babysitting other people's demons. And that's, to me, that's what is not fair. Every single day I have to deal with people's demons. I can't even go live on my channel without receiving unknown calls and some crazy woman calling my phone, yelling and screaming at me. The last time it was a black woman that was calling, and she sounds as though she's very confused in her life. I am totally disgusted by some of these people, y'all. Totally and absolutely disgusted. I've been working on making sure that those people get bad karma. Trust and believe I'm doing work on the situation. Those people deserve to get karma. I'm not afraid to do work towards anybody. Also, another thing, I don't think I've ever said that whoever it is that's behind all of this, that's I mean, these people are so ruthless that they were willing to rape people. That's how ruthless they are. That is rape. When you are a man that has any kind of sexual intercourse towards with a woman, and you have an intention of taking advantage of her, you have some kind of pre-plotted thing that you're planning on doing, which it was premeditated, that to me is considered rape. And I think people need to think about that very deeply. And trust me, I'm working on waking people up. People need to be woke up. Trust me, I'm working on that. Because I personally feel like there are some people out here who they do have this manipulative quality, and some of them even do have the power of conjure and magic, to the point where they done put a bunch of people to sleep, to the point where they have um, manipulated people. You know what I'm saying? That, and trying to manipulate everybody in your life. Thank the goddess they have not turned my family against me. I have an entire family that loves me. My children love me. My grandchildren love me. I have, my y'all know that my aunt passed away. My aunt Thelma. Her name was actually Thelma. Thelma Ernestine. We called her Ernestine. I think her middle name was Ernestine. She passed away, and um, at her funeral, I got to say hello to all my cousins and stuff, and they're all ready for me to come home, regardless to what to how people front on YouTube. I have an entire family that does love me, okay? And but the haters and the stalkers and they'll come on here and they'll say, "Oh, her children don't love her." I talk to my kids every single day. I don't talk to my cousins every single day, but I talk to my children every single day. I'm very close to my family still, and I'm trying to get back home. And I would appreciate it if people would stop discussing my finances, stop being gossipers, stop harassing me, just stop. I would really appreciate it. Do I feel that they will stop? No, I feel like they can't, because I feel like when you're dealing with such negativity as a murder, like it was so negative and the energy was so bad that somebody got murdered. And people need to wake up. Love yourself. There are some people that clearly don't love themselves. Don't get involved with those people. I sure did. I advise not to get involved with those people. They're negative. They're so negative that they're getting that literally just the bad energy. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? And what is the irony of this one person who has been centered around the lies gets murdered? What are the odds of that? I want people to wake up to that. I want people to wake up. I want people to really, really, really think about that. Would I have wanted that situation to end up like that? No. You know what? I always had the hope that that person would eventually come on here and come clean about it. I wish that that person was still alive so that they could come on here and say it was a lie. I do. I wish she was still here so she could say that. I wish she was still here so that when I get back home, I could have hung out with her, had a couple of drinks. I would have. I'm not gonna lose the people that I care about because of corrupt people on on the internet, on YouTube. Can you imagine losing the people in your life that you love because of corrupt people on YouTube? I refuse to do that. I absolutely refuse to do that. I definitely ain't gonna lose the people that I love over witchcraft. If you just so happen to cast some kind of spell to cause some problems in my love life, baby, I'm gonna reverse that and I'm gonna perform a miracle. I decided, y'all, that anybody that I love is protected to the point where if this manipulative, malicious group of people ever does anything to compromise that relationship, I'm going to fight for it, because I already lost somebody. You know what I'm saying? I already lost somebody that I care about. to this to people on the internet. People on the internet who are delusional. They're delusional. I say they're delusional because is it necessary to attack me so that you can have a presence on YouTube? No, it's not. But they believe that it is. Their delusions make them believe that it is necessary. Okay. So, I can't wait until listen, I don't want to say that because I've already exposed the corruption. People already know the truth. What are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with the information that I've given to you? The fact that we all know who's behind all of that. The fact that we all know. Do I ever go over to their channels and flag them? No, I never do that. I never do that. I don't have time for that. I don't have a team of trolls. I'm not a fraud. People think that they are powerful, that having a team of confused, misguided trolls makes it that's some sign that they have some kind of spiritual power, and it doesn't. Being a manipulator, being a manipulator does not mean that you have spiritual power or knowledge. It just means that you know how to lie very good. And a lot of the glamour, the social media glamour that has been used, a lot of that stuff is about to be broken. A lot of that stuff, we're working on that. Trust me. Trust me, that God is working on that. The goddess is working on that. A lot of this social media stuff, because I'm not going to give up. And there is going to be a day that I'm going to get my views back up to where they should be. I'm going to rebuild my social media because I've always had the right. But I do want to say this to Black people. How do you expect to be respected and given rights when you violate the rights of other Black people your damn self? Okay? And y'all know I'm telling the truth. So anyway, um, I would appreciate it if people would respect my privacy and what I'm doing. Um, I don't have to explain myself to anybody. That's the one thing that I notice is that some of these people will come to social media and they feel the need to explain themselves to some of these people. I don't have any elders on YouTube. None of my elders are on YouTube. All of my elders and my ancestors are in the spirit realm. So there's nobody on YouTube that I have to quote unquote answer to. There's nobody. Okay, there's nobody. There's certain people on here that I do know are very mentally ill, who are acting like there's some kind of cartel boss in the spiritual community. It's very weird. It's very weird. I don't gravitate towards that. I don't. I'm kind of disgusted by it. Trying to act like gangbusters, like they have to come out here and wrangle Jamila. It's ridiculous when it's not necessary at all. When you treat somebody like an animal, they're going to act like one, ain't they? I think all of us as African American people know that very well, don't we? So, I think that it's time for people to move on. And I think that it's time for people to stop trying to make me live under some kind of shroud of bullshit. Not live under. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm not the type of person that's gonna allow people in social media to manipulate my life. They try to manipulate your real life. And I think that all of them should be questioned and called out on it. Not saying that the viewers necessarily have to question and call them out, because I wouldn't want to question or call them out either. Especially if they have some sense of witchcraft, because I can imagine that if you were to question and call these people out, they would try to use witchcraft to get back at you, which is something that I personally feel like when you see somebody that practices the craft behaving that way, I feel like they should be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So, and they are being dealt with. I'm disgusted by some of these people. I don't condone people using a man to try to abuse somebody on the internet. You're trying to use a male to abuse me. Well, you know what? I'm unbreakable and I don't give a damn about what that man got to say about me. I don't. I think it's a joke. I think it's the weakest thing that I've ever seen in my life. And I feel that I'm definitely so much more stronger and powerful than all of these people that come for me. So to all of my supporters and people that depend on me, a lot of my supporters are going through the same thing. They're going through spiritual abuse. They're going through religious abuse. This is a big thing in the world. This is something that many, many people are dealing with. This is why people come to me for healing. This is why. This is what we're up against. This is what we're fighting against. We're fighting against people that religiously abuse people. That's what we're doing. That's one of the reasons why people left religion and went on their spiritual path, even though they may not have been practicing witchcraft. Somebody utilizing crystals and frequencies and Reiki is not necessarily them practicing witchcraft, in my opinion. Of course, there's people that apparently believe in abusing people with religion that come on here and they say, don't use crystals, it's the devil. That's because crystals provide you with some kind of defense. That I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. There are a lot of people that are religious that love to abuse people, and those are that's pretty much the type of clients that I've been taking on. It's clients that have been gang stalked, clients that a lot of them that are witches that are being gang stalked by people that are obviously frauds, because I don't think that religion is supposed to be about that unless but I think that in my case, I think that it is obvious that there are certain people that are in support of other people that want to feel as though they are big wigs. What does that actually do for people, though? Does that actually benefit anybody? Is that benefiting anybody? No. In my humble opinion, it doesn't. In my opinion, it hurts the community. But, mm-hmm, it hurts the community, in my opinion. People trying to be diabolical, people trying to, oh, I want everybody to respect me, or I want, no, no, that I just, some of these people that I have ran into in social media should be ashamed of themselves. I'm just telling you. It's not about playing victim, but it's just kind of like, that shouldn't even be there. The big pink elephant in the room shouldn't even be there. It's a pink elephant in the room that's unnecessary. It was unnecessary for your growth. It was unnecessary for everything. That's what irritates me. is when I see people doing unnecessary things. Things that ain't really bringing nothing to nobody, but they still do it. I guess that's the story of the black community. It's a lot of black people that die over no reason. They fighting over no reason. It just is a bunch of drama for no reason. And then, I really wanted to be a place. I am different from that, actually. I don't deal with a lot of drama in my life. I wanted my social media to be a place of peace. I did. I wanted it to be a sanctuary. I've actually gotten into doing ASMR videos before. I've actually gotten into doing meditation videos before. But it's very difficult when you have people that are trying to purposely force this in, which is why I just recently got that new protection. I've been feeling so good. And my protection that I do, I actually the same protection, I actually do send it out to my clients, but I haven't been able to do that because I'm trying to get back home. I'm trying, but then again, I'm trying to make sure that people that I care about here are good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that Georgia can be a good place for some people, but I think that Georgia can be not so good for other people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I'm gonna tell y'all what I noticed about like some people that I've noticed in Georgia. It seemed like it's like groups of people that are like gang stalking terrorists, and they hide behind spirituality. I feel that so deeply. There's like this underground thing in Georgia. Like it's like a community of them, and they are essentially, what are they doing? Are they trying to hold people hostage? Like a hostile takeover or something? It's weird. That's why I kind of feel that Georgia is totally a toxic place, especially for witches. Kind of think that Georgia can be toxic for witches. I'm willing to bet that if I were to, because I've been here for 10 years, there's actually an entire community of witches in Georgia, of people that, are pagan. There's actually a pagan community in Georgia that I've never gotten the chance to connect with because this. It's been this. And isn't that funny how black people will turn something that's supposed to be good into something traumatic? I'm not trying to talk negatively about black folk. I'm just saying they have a tendency to do that. Obviously, you know, it almost felt as though I was fighting for my freedom. They seem to like to chase you down like a runaway slave. It's weird. It's weird. I can tell you that. Anywho, thank you to my supporters. I love y'all. The people that watch me on YouTube. It's a lot of people that don't watch me on YouTube because it's toxic. And a lot of the people that I deal with are very sensitive to that energy. And all I got to say that it's not my fault. It's not my toxic energy. It's other people that I guess they know how to throw energy. I've been feeling pretty good lately, you guys, since I've been doing that protection. Like I said, I've been driving and pretty confident that I'll be able to drive back. I did feel some negative, I did see, not feel. I saw some negative energy being thrown at me to try to stop me from driving. I wonder if those people, like it's been in my consciousness, which it must be real, that there's people that are putting it out there, because I've heard people say that about other people. There's this certain person on here that I have spoke about, that when she found out somebody was flying to do some kind of public speaking, this person wished their plane to crash. And I exposed it years ago. This person is still on here. And you know, the first thing I was thinking, you're evil, ill. Why? Because there's other people on that plane. Why would you want to hurt innocent people to take down one person? I would never even think to do that. Like, that's the one thing about me. And I don't feel the like extra burden because it's something that I do very easily, which I felt like I've honestly felt like everywhere that I went. Like, y'all remember just recently when I stayed at the extended stay, I felt like I had to protect all the people over there. I feel like I have to protect innocent people from these people's negativity. So this is the reason why those people, I personally feel that they need to be binded. I personally feel that if they do know anything, like if, like, for example, if somebody could cause a plane crash with magic, wouldn't you want them to be binded? Because there are people that, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. There are some people that know how to conjure up bad spirits to crash planes. I think I made a video about one. Um, there was a plane that crashed into, it was either, it was aimed to crash into somebody's home. It was aimed to crash into somebody's home. Thank the goddess that it missed. But I know for a fact that there are people out there that can do that. But why would they use their power to do that instead of using their power to manifest what they want? This is a huge question in the spiritual community. You're going to go through all these changes to try to destroy your competition. If you're able to do something like that, why not just manifest the things that you want? Why even focus on people that are supposedly your quote unquote competition? I've never agreed with that. Why people think that just because somebody else is there, that they are there to take away from them. Why do they feel insecure? Why do they feel some type of way about other people? Why can't you just do your thing and leave people the hell alone? So I already know, I could sense the energy of people. You know, I hope she dies in a car accident, or I hope it's So I'm gonna tell you, some of these people are just possessed. I believe in possession, possessed by negative spirits. Does that make me fearful of driving home? Nope, it doesn't. It doesn't. Now, what does kind of make me nervous is that we are getting a lot of various snow in places, which is sort of the reason why I'm moving a little slow, because I'm thinking about just jumping on a train. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it instead of driving. And that would be the reason. It snowed in the Midwest like last week, and it's snowing. There's like increment weather that keeps coming up. This is not the best time to be trying to, travel by car either, so I don't know. Anyway, but I know that I got to be back at a certain time because I have a grandbaby on the way, and I'm really excited about that. So it'll be soon. I've had a couple of rude people, trolls, come by saying, "Why is it taking you so long? Why?" Listen, as long as as long as my family knows what's going on, well, you're not my family. My family doesn't have to come online and question me. My family doesn't have to do that. They can call me and I'm going to pick up. And that type of nasty negative energy, I'm so sick of it. Do y'all know that the crazy part about it is that you got people that'll call me a hag, and they'll say, "Oh, you're 50 years old," even though I'm not 50 yet. They'll say, "Oh, you're 50," but yet you're questioning me like I'm a child. That just, guys, there's certain aspects of behaviors that I'm just not used to, that I've ran into. People need to realize that the way that they are, there are some people that don't operate that way. They're not used to that kind of negativity, just constant nitpicking, constant nitpickery. It's, oh my God. Uh, and then I don't agree with witchcraft being used to try to manipulate people, you know, or get vengeance. You don't care about who you're hurting. I noticed that, like I was telling you guys about, I'm going to tell y'all how spirit moves. People can send certain spirits to you that are meant to do certain things to other people. And I've noticed that. I've noticed that. Like, people can send spirits, even if they don't know a person, even if they don't know a person's identity. Spirits can be sent to other. I've done it. I've done it to the people that are attacking me. I've done it. I've sent spirits to those people to affect other people in their lives. And I don't even know that other person's identity. So I've done it before. I've done it out of necessity. And I don't just do it just because I'm jealous or angry at somebody, you know. So it just, anyway, I'm gonna get me some water. I need to just drink a whole bunch of water. Is what I'm about to do. Gotta fill up on water. Water is so important. Hey, Stefan, I want to get me some of that smart water. Because I love that stuff. It tastes so good. I love me some smart water. Anyway, y'all, When you start learning how to respect others, then that's when you are deserving of respect. Until people learn respect, they don't get it. Oh, did you? Well, I hope you enjoyed your shower, Stefan. hmm I was just on here thanking my supporters. And I like for my supporters to grow. I've been lied on, shunned, attacked for far too long. It has not been fair or just. People have not been justified in the constant attacks on Jamila. Because, I don't sit here and just do witchcraft on people and curses on people, just randomly. Just randomly, even if I don't like a person or I dislike a person, I don't just do that. There are some people, I guess, that do that, that do that. I don't do things like that because I'm trustworthy. What? You eating some s'mores cereal? That's so cute. Oh, goodness. Anyway, I'm just focused on trying to, I think that it's going to take a minute or maybe not to get these people to quit flagging my channels, quit trying to suppress my company. It's ridiculous. That would be considered a cyber attack, not necessarily like a witch attack. That's more like a cyber attack. There's people that have been cyber attacking all the time. And then the people that are behind it come on here and play dumb. Just like that man that's not actually my ex. He gets people to attack me all the time in social media, pays them to do it, and then comes back on here and gaslights and says, I haven't attacked you. Yeah, but your cronies have been attacking me. It's totally stupid. Yeah, they are considered to be trolls, definitely. So, what I can tell you is that I protect the innocent all the time. I protected an entire staff of people. They knew I was protecting them because they were really sweet and kind to me. Everywhere I go, I protect the staff and the people around everywhere I go. It's sad that I have to do that. Well, I don't necessarily have to do it much anymore. I'm telling y'all that new protection that I have, it's amazing. It's the fuck. It is. It's amazing. And so I don't have to, work so hard. Cause I feel like a lot of these black people had me working like a slave, just constantly, you know, working. And it shouldn't even have to be that way. I know how to get the work done though and not get burned out. And people that are constantly just obsessively doing things, they do tend to cause burnout spiritually. It'll cause like a spiritual burnout because it's just, and I think it's codependency. As soon as they see the views pick back up on this channel, because I will pay for search engine optimization, I don't pay for viewers. There's a difference. As soon as they see the views pick up, they get intimidated, which makes no sense. They're getting supposedly thousands of organic views, but yet when it's sad. It's sad. It's I don't see how anybody likes those people. I know I don't. Can you imagine having a vision? Can you imagine having a path and people try to throw you off of your spiritual path? That's disgusting to me. That's disgusting because you're supposedly, they want to make sure that you don't compete with them. Well, I'm not trying to compete with you. That's the thing about it. I mean, created all this mess, told all these lies, spread all these rumors. And what did it get them? I don't believe it got them much. I don't, views in social media does not necessarily equal success. When I had a lot of views, I was successful because that's my energy. And people tend to connect with me. Why? Because they know I'm not going to flip on them. There are a lot of people on here that want a lot of views, but when people connect with them, they flip on them somehow. That's a fact. So it's like I said, when I put this channel up years ago, I had a bunch of clients within a few days. It's not that difficult for me to connect with people. You know, I've worked jobs where I've had to talk to people. I used to work in property management. So I'm a very personable person that's able to connect with people. And people have been trying to change that, trying to isolate me. And I think people need to pay attention to who those people are. Who are those actual people, and why are they doing it, and are they wrong, and are they justified in doing it? The answer is no. And I'm tired of the lies. I'm tired of the lies and the manipulation. I am so tired of people going live, gossiping, acting crazy, saying all of this stuff, trying to make all these affirmations, just like this man was saying that my significant other, we're not going to get back together. Yes, we are. I love that man. I love him. You're not going to stop me and him from being together. They're literally trying to stop me and my significant other from being together, just like they were trying to separate me from my children. These people tried to separate me from my own children that love me, that I love, that I gave birth to. These people were trying to do that. That's one of the reasons why my daughters left in 2020. It wasn't because of me. It was because of these people's toxic energy. My daughters told me, they said it just felt so negative down there, like it wasn't you. It was all that stuff that you were going through online. And people shouldn't have to deal with that. People should be able to live a normal fucking life. I don't blame my daughters for leaving. I told them, I said, yeah, I think it would be good because and my sons deserve a normal life. That's a damn shame when you're so crazy and psycho in social media that you are trying to deny people of having a normal life. My significant other lives a normal life. He's not involved in all this stuff. I had to explain that to my sons because my son was like, what is going on? What happened? And I'm like, everybody ain't used to that negativity. We're used to it. We've been dealing with it. We built up a resistance. When you just live a normal life and you're not involved with that, my significant other is not in social media like that. He's not used to that. Now, I will tell you that he is, like I told y'all, he's a cancer, just like me. He can sense things. He has that ESP thing going on. So he can sense certain things. He doesn't do that. He's Muslim. But he's black. Somebody came on here and said he was Arab or something. I'm like, Arab, he's black. People still talking about him. That makes no sense. What are you doing going live talking? That's why there's some people that need a spiritual muzzle on them. Why are you talking about somebody that you don't know? You don't even know this man. And then, oh, you not getting back with him and da 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 da. Yes, we are. You don't know the future. You can't call nothing down and you can't tell nobody nothing. You don't know what he want. You don't know what I want. You don't know him. And no, you ain't gonna never be able to find him. No, you're not gonna have him on your show as a guest. No, you're not. Leave that man alone. He is to be protected. I don't care what people think of him. He didn't bring nothing but good things into my life. Very, very, it's a very, very good partner, in my opinion. So, and there are other people that are not a good partner. No person that is an entrepreneur or somebody that's manifesting needs nor wants somebody that is like a deflector. This is a person that pushes things away that you want. And then try to bring hunger, famine, death, and destruction into your life. These people are narcissistic, y'all. Okay. So I protect everybody that I love. I protect him. Right. I protect him. I protect my children. I protect my grandchildren. Right now, I am currently protecting thousands of people right now. And it is possible for one person to protect thousands of people. I didn't even know it was possible. And Spirit said, of course it's possible. You were able to protect an entire community from a hurricane, which is a good thing. So, and I feel like that. I feel personally that God, that people talk about God and they try to act like witches are so ungodly. But how do you know that? How do you know that? I don't agree with that. Just like today, the God of today's Friday, there's gods that reside over the day of Friday. It would be Venus, Aphrodite. Okay. So, other people have their idea of God. I personally feel that, this the energy that they say is the most high. I feel like he has his agents. I feel like he has his people. And I feel like I'm one of his people. And you can say whatever you want to say. Just because I don't read the Bible, doesn't mean that I'm just this ungodly person. Like, oh God, she's so ungodly. And I know that, I talk about Satan all the time. Yeah, hell Satan, because he represents freedom. He represents freedom from people, freedom from religion, which is something that somebody made up. In my opinion, I'm sorry. It's just how I feel. I know there's a lot of people that don't agree with me, but I'm more of a peaceful person. I like peace. I like peace. Religion ain't peaceful, especially when somebody can just go to their Bible and just pull stuff out. And, people love to go and try to pull out the most negative thing that they can to create a negative consciousness in people. Anyway, my stomach is hurting, y'all. So I'm gonna go and drink a bunch of water. So I'll see y'all later. But thank you to my supporters and people that are genuinely praying for me and my family's well being, and pray for me and my significant other. You know what I'm saying? That everything works out, because I really do love him and I miss him a lot. And we deserve to be together. You know, he was a little stressed because of the stuff that was going on. But, I think we really did make each other happy. You know what I'm saying? He's a very important person in my life that I will protect with my life. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't no fake. He ain't somebody that y'all gonna ever hear me come on here and quote unquote roast. I will never come on here and roast him or talk bad about him. Not ever. I actually have a lot of respect for him and a lot of love for him. So anyway, I'm gonna be getting up from here, y'all. I'm laying in the bed with, kind of like in the fetal position right now because my tummy hurts a little bit. So I'm gonna get up and throw my cards and see what's on the agenda for today. I do it every day. I get up every day, kind of like when y'all read y'all Bibles and Qurans. I get up every day and I throw my cards and I watch him. I go by how I feel, but I also watch him. I'm watching over him because I made a vow ever since that craziness happened to Tiffany. I'm not going to let nobody that I love get lost. I'm not. I feel like I should have looked out for her more. You know, I do. Because that was crazy. At any rate, I'm definitely going to look out for him. I look out for that man every day. Every day. In fact, he's always included in all of my protections and everything. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let anybody do any harm to him, send spirits to him to possess him. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to get away with that, you know. Or when it comes to my children, I got all my peeps covered in protection. So anybody that I deal with, anybody that I deal with is under my protection. And I'm sorry, having people attack you in social media, it sucks, but I think that they do that to make it look like you're not protected because I guess that's the worst thing in the world for that to happen to him. But you know what? Guess what? They talked about Jesus. Now, I said it. They talked about Jesus too, honey. Okay. So anyway, y'all have a good happy Friday. I love y'all. To my supporters, I love you guys. And be on the lookout because I may have some readings over on TikTok. Make sure that y'all follow me on TikTok because that's where my readings are at. I be trying to upload them over here, but I don't be getting a lot of views on my readings over here, and that bothers me. That bothers me. I don't like that. That's where I want to get the views. I don't want to get the views on no drama. That's not my legacy. Drama is not my legacy, actually. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, y'all have a good day. Blessings and peace to y'all. Bye bye.